Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, October the 24th. My friend Scott Bradley is with us from Carpet One. Good to have you here, Scott Bradley.
Good to be here.
We have been doing a series talking about eco-friendly flooring. And when we talk about that, what do you mean with eco-friendly flooring?
Several components go into that. Number one, longevity of a product. Number two, how is it sourced? Does it have recycled content, and where does that recycled content come from? The emissions in the air.
A lot of people don't think about the emission that our furniture or carpeting or floors put into the air in our house, because we can have worse air indoors than outdoors on very polluted days if we have enough of the wrong type of material in the house, correct?
You're exactly right. Indoor air quality is definitely, there's more indoor air pollution than outdoor air pollution.
Especially the fact that houses are built so tight now.
Mm-hmm.
But what have you got there?
This is a waterproof laminate flooring, and it's made close to home. It's made in America, so the transportation costs are a fraction of the imported products. Very long lasting, doesn't stain, doesn't fade from direct sunlight. There's no adhesive used with this floor, and adhesives have chemicals.
Okay, and look, when you look at it, the one you brought, hold it up so that when people looking on television can see it a little bit more, Todd, Scott. It looks so real. It looks like wood, but it is what?
This is laminate, and this particular product is 12 millimeters thick, which is about a half an inch. So it gives you a nice solid feel underfoot, and it gives you all the advantages of wood and none of the disadvantages of wood.
And it doesn't have the emissions of formaldehyde, is that right?
That's right. There are zero emissions, zero VOC emissions.
Yeah, and that comes in many different styles?
Many different styles. I just brought a few that I kind of liked. I like the hand scraped. If you see the knot, you can feel the knot. So the realism is second to none.
Yeah, and I think that what's important to a lot of people is the fact that it's not harming the environment, because this is made from items that can reproduce themselves, correct?
That's right. It's made from a high-density fiberboard from recycled materials, and it can be recycled after it's used.
So it's made from recycled materials, and it can be recycled when you get tired of it, but it's going to last so long you're probably going to keep it in forever.
That's right. They'd probably be carrying me out if I had this floor.
Okay. And if people want to see this in person, if they want more information, how do they get in touch with you, Todd? Scott?
At 105 Business Loop 70 East. We've been there 50 years. Carpet One.
So they've been around for 50 years. They're going to be around for another 100 years or so.
My goal is 150. That's
150 years
for me, for my expiration date.
I like that. I wish you continued success.
Thank you,
Scott Bradley, my friend from Carpet One. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and I enjoy talking about eco-friendly flooring for our home, because it's something that we really need to think
Absolutely.
seriously about.
You can get eco-friendly and not sacrifice performance.
Right. And if you want more information, you can check it out in person, or you can go to the website. Scott, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's Carpet, the number one. Okay, Carpet, the number one, Columbia.com, and that'll give you all the information that you need. And we go from talking about flooring in houses to about building houses with River City Habitat for Humanity. And we have Susan Williams with us. Good to have you here, Susan.
Good to be here. Thank you.
From Jefferson City.
Yes, sir.
Right? So what is it that you want to tell us about today?
Well, a couple of things. We are getting ready to sell in a few days our 108th home in Jefferson City.
The 108th?
108th home, so pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
But we're also starting a new initiative this year called the Beloved Communities Initiative. It's the 50th year of Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination and the passage of the Fair Housing Act. And so we're bringing the community together to build a home and create the vision that Dr. King had of an equal and opportunity place for people.
Now, when you say you're bringing the community together to build a home, how do you do that?
We are going around and talking to everybody that we can to say, come join us and help us create it. Because we believe in a world where everyone has a decent place to live, but it's not going to happen unless we build it. And so we're asking people to join us and help build
So
that.
you're going around knocking on doors and saying, hey, can you help us build this house? Can you help us financially, or can you help us physically?
There you go. Yes. Yep.
So how many people say, yeah, I can come out and I can help you put down a foundation or lay the cement?
Well, we usually have about 450 volunteers that come through
You're
our
kidding.
doors in a year.
450 people.
Yeah.
So is all of the houses are built by volunteers?
Yes. We have one paid construction manager who oversees everything. But
Everybody else is a volunteer.
Yep.
Well, how do you know that when somebody volunteers, they actually know what they're doing?
Well, that's the beauty of it. They don't have to.
They don't have to know what they're doing?
We train you on everything. You don't have to bring tools. You just have to bring a willingness to partner with us. So as long as you're willing to show up, we'll teach you how to do it.
Really?
Yep.
And that's got to be a good feeling for the volunteers.
Yes. And that's what we're doing. We're creating the community that Dr. King envisioned.
Yeah. So if people want to volunteer, they don't have to wait for you to knock on their door.
Right.
What can they do?
They can go to our website at rivercityhabitat.org. They can give us a call at 573-635-8439, or they can come to our office in Jeff City over on Creek Trail Drive.
Mm-hmm. Do you actually get out and move some of that lumber around and put in some nails and screws?
I'm not going to lie. No, I haven't. I got so many doors knocking that I'm doing. That
So you're the one that's doing a lot of the footwork, knocking on the doors.
Right.
Yeah. It sounds absolutely wonderful. And then the fact, if you are a volunteer and you've helped build a house, it's got to feel good inside knowing that the family that's moving into that house may not have had the opportunity if it were not for organizations like Habitat for Humanity,
right,
and for people like you who are volunteering your time and your money and your heart to help somebody else in need in our community.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about, because we're all humans, and if we can just look past some of our differences and reach out to help one another, make it a whole lot better world.
Couldn't have said it better.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Susan Williams, for coming by. River City Habitat for Humanity. Continued success.
Thank you.
Okay. Tomorrow, Cedar Creek Therapeutic Writing Center, and we'll find out about trips. If there's something you would like to see or hear, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. See you then. Bye-bye.